Today we are going to talk about what happened to all 3 founders of Vine after it shut down. Before we begin, let's talk a little about what Vine was. Some viewers may have never heard of Vine before. It used to be an app where you could upload short-form videos that lasted 6 seconds long. It was similar to TikTok. However, Vine collapsed after Twitter bought the startup for $30 million. Twitter shut down Vine after they realized they didn't really know how to make money from Vine. While it is a pity, the founders of Vine have all moved on with their lives. One of them has even gone to a better place. There are 3 founders of Vine: Dom Hofmann, Yusupov, and Colin Kroll. We will begin with Dom Hofmann. After leaving Vine, Dom Hofmann created a new app called Peach, which many describe was supposed to be a combination of Slack and Twitter. Unfortunately, no one was interested in it, and no one knows what happened to it. What we do know is Dom Hofmann decided to try reviving his past startup Vine. Over the years, he's teased an app called Byte that launched in 2020. Byte was supposed to be a TikTok competitor, but most people have never heard of it. Since then, Byte has been acquired by a company called Clash. Currently, both Byte and Clash have been combined to create an app called Huddles. Huddles is a TikTok clone, but differs by allowing its creators to monetize their videos through subscriptions, fan mail, and drops, which are virtual goods that can be exchanged for cash. After the failed startup, Dom Hofmann went on to create an NFT platform called Supdrive, which he calls an on-chain fantasy game console. Supdrive allows users to play games with NFTs. The games range from old-style arcade games like Galaga, Pacman, or Asteroid. Supdrive's first game was Origin, which Dom Hofmann personally developed. Dom has also created an NFT project called Loot that was pretty popular. Loot was an NFT with images of fantasy items and people, and some descriptions at the bottom. We do not know what happened to Supdrive and the Loot NFT later on. However, it's safe to say that they faded into obscurity. Moving on, in January 2023, this year, Dom Hofmann tweeted out he was working on some untitled project which looked like an app with a smiley face on it. A few months later, in April 1st, he released a tweet to invite testers for some untitled project. I guess some untitled project is the name of the project. How strange. Then again, the tweet was released on April 1st, so it could have been an April Fool's joke. However, Dom would put out a tweet the next day thanking everyone for their emails, so it seems legitimate and not a joke. He's been saying stealth mode is fun, but there comes a time where you can't wait to ship your project. It seems like he's still on Mystery Island with all the vagueness and secrecy surrounding his new project. God knows when he'll reveal what this some untitled project is about. Meanwhile, enjoy the many tweets of Dom Hofmann complaining about how he's become a lazy programmer since he started using Copilot's AI to make code. For our next co-founders, it turns out 2 of the ex-Vine co-founders actually decided to team up to create another startup after leaving Vine. Yusupov was a product designer when he joined Vine. After leaving Vine, Raz co-founded Intermedia Labs with his Vine co-founder Colin Kroll. Colin Kroll was a college dropout. He worked for 2 years managing engineers at Yahoo before joining Vine's team. Colin would be the one building the app. The plan was to use Intermedia Labs as an app studio. They would churn out many apps with the hope that one of them would become popular. Through Intermedia Labs, Colin and Russ created Bounce, an app that allowed users to remix videos, Hype, an app that lets users share videos and photos that would be fed into a live broadcast, and finally, the duo created a moderately successful startup called HQ Trivia. HQ Trivia was an app that allowed users to win cash prizes. The premise was simple. Everyone could get a chance to answer a quiz, and if they guessed correctly on their multiple choice questions, they would get some prize money. The gimmick here was everyone was given the quiz at the same time in HQ Trivia's app. At its peak, HQ Trivia was a force to be reckoned with. Warner Brothers used HQ Trivia's platform to advertise their monster movie Rampage. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson would appear in HQ Trivia's show as a guest. The app won a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Interactive Programming in 2019. Everyone and their mom was falling in love with Scott Rogowski, who was the host of the HQ Trivia app. The founders were ecstatic. However, all good things come to an end. HQ Trivia would fail because of the same reasons why Vine shut down. The founders of HQ Trivia couldn't figure out how to make money using their app. One of Vine and HQ Trivia's co-founders, Colin Kroll, wouldn't live to see the downfall of HQ Trivia. He died of a drug overdose in his house. Yusupov was left on his own. He failed to monetize HQ Trivia and was at one point almost removed from his leadership position. In the end, HQ Trivia shut down. These days we don't really know what Yusupov is up to. Well, that was true until April 2023 this month, when he sent out a post on Twitter. In it, he explained what he was working on. Apparently, Russ and his team have created a new startup called literallyanything.io. Just like the name implies, you can create literally anything using Russ's new website. Literally Anything is an online service where users can turn text into fully featured web apps. The idea is to allow users to make websites and monetize them. You can see here we can create a bunch of stuff. After you click build, it takes a while, but it'll build a very basic web app, which I'll admit isn't very impressive. It looks like a work in progress. However, it's only been less than a month since Russ tweeted out his new masterpiece. Perhaps literallyanything.io will be a little more appealing in the future. Meanwhile, you can all try Teleport HQ, which does roughly the same thing as Yusupov's startup, but it looks more fleshed out. Teleport HQ uses OpenAI's artificial intelligence to create AI-powered websites for $15 a month. Yes, it's a subscription, and I'm sorry. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one.